let's
Watson.
clean up Watson because we started down the Watson road, and I think there was still some meat on that bone.
Oh, real quick, Baker it would be insane for the Seahawks to give him an extension. That's what I was going to say. Sorry, go ahead to Watson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, I just want to clean it up.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about Deshaun Watson. The one thing we didn't talk about today that we touched on yesterday was grading this trade. Obviously, it's incomplete. We don't know.
That's another one.
But based on what has to happen with Sue Robinson and the league for you to still say it's still worth 3 number 1 draft picks and $230 million guaranteed dollars?
I'm gonna start off with that immediately. One thing I've been hearing all over: it's a disaster if he's suspended a year. It's a disaster if he's suspended a year.
Go ahead.
That's crazy. That's ludicrous.
It's nuts.
Matter of fact, you got to understand, Deshaun Watson is actually the same age or a little bit younger than Baker Mayfield. He'll be 27 years old by the time he's done with his year suspension. You talk about the 3 number 1 picks. You got a guy that's now under asset, and when he gets the year, it's done. Good. You go ahead and move on. But now you got a guy, 27, 28, 29, 30.
But
31,
G. Bush,
32.
everybody else's contracts
I get that. I get that. I understand that. But what you talking about is the alternative was letting those contracts expire, because if Baker was here, that's not happening. Like, you're not going to win. They made the decision that you are not going to win without a top-level quarterback.
Right.
And I call it the Joe Burrow rule. Joe Burrow is now in your division. You could act like it was cute and they went to the Super Bowl, but now he's young and you got to deal with him for 5, 10 years. And
More than 5.
Thank you. So my thing is, if you ain't got a quarterback running the ball and all that other stuff, guess what? That ain't gonna work.
So you still, even if he's given a year, you're still giving up 3 first-round draft picks and $230 million.
He's worth that.
Well, I'll tell you, most NFL execs are definitely not of that mindset.
I'd say that that's just the cost of admission to the party.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's all.
Yes, if we knew he was going to be.
Well, here,
go ahead.
I think we're all taking it from a different standpoint, because I'm on record saying this to you, that I think the Browns have considered that in this entire equation. I think the contract is set up so that they had a worst-case scenario built in here. So I think that they have already considered that.
So you're fine. If it's a year,
This
it
is the price.
doesn't affect the way you look at the trade.
This is the price of the party.
And Bull, I know where you are. Let's do it. Give him 4 first-rounders.
If I knew for a fact that he was going to be suspended a year, would I have maybe been able to get him for less? Yes. Maybe I give up 2 first-round picks? Yes. But am I saying it's a bad trade if he's suspended a year? Definitely not. It's only a bad trade if they don't win with Watson.
Yeah,
which they will, in my opinion. I'll be shocked if they don't. Now, we could argue whether he has to win a Super Bowl
or
get consistently deep in the playoffs.
They won with Baker Mayfield. That wasn't enough winning.
No, I'm not saying
more
win.
winning.
But if he wins 7, 8 playoff games, but they never win a Super Bowl over a 4-year stretch, I still think it was a good trade.
$230 million guaranteed, richest contract ever, 3 first-round draft picks.
Jay's my guy, right? I love Jay, right? But Jay, I got to ask you, we were winning? What is your definition of winning?
Winning season.
No.
No,
Hold on, listen.
We won a playoff game.
I want you to listen to me. You know where I've been.
I know where I've been.
There's winning,
right,
and there's people playing at winning.
And I'm pointing that distinction out. Winning isn't enough with Deshaun Watson.
When I say,
and I don't want to hear 5 years down the road, if you won 5 playoff games, it was a great trade. This is an all-in trade, guys. If it doesn't end in a Super Bowl, I'm sorry, it's a failure.
My question to you
I'm not in this party to be invited.
No, my question to you is, were we really winning?
Brad, irrelevant.
No, I
it's
very relevant. Let me answer your question.
It's very relevant.
Let me answer what you're saying. If they don't win a Super Bowl with Deshaun Watson, it's a disappointment. Huge disappointment. Okay. But I wouldn't necessarily say it's a bad trade if they're consistently going deep in the playoffs. If they get to the Super Bowl and lose a Super Bowl, I'm not going to say it was a bad trade. Oh. It could be not a bad trade, but still, ultimately, if you don't win the Super Bowl with him, it's a disappointment.
Let me ask you
There's
this.
No doubt.
Has there ever been a trade in this franchise's history bigger than this one?
No.
No.
Has there ever been a trade in league history bigger than this one?
Yes.
Name it.
Herschel Walker.
How about Herschel Walker?
And what did that lead to?
And losing.
I brought that. Listen.
Losing.
No. They won 3 Super Bowls. They won 4 Super. How many Super Bowls did they win after the Herschel Walker?
Right.
So listen, Brad. The reason I bring up Herschel Walker.
Okay.
It is the only trade in NFL history bigger than this one.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I defy you to give me another.
No, I give you that.
What did that trade lead to the Dallas Cowboys? They were 1-15, guys.
Right.
What did that trade lead to?
So
them winning championships.
1 in 15.
3 of them.
1 in 15.
Okay, so but
1 in 15. And who came to town?
A lot of people came to town.
Keep coming.
But Jay, that's the opposite of this trade.
No,
because
it's
that was,
not.
Yes, it is,
It's
because
an
the winning team is the team that got all the draft picks.
Right.
Right. But we gave up what we gave up to get him.
Right.
We were the ones with the risk reward. Nobody in Houston is saying, "Oh, this trade's going to lead to a Super Bowl."
Right.
Nobody. Nobody's saying that. When this trade was made, this was a Cleveland Browns trade.
Let me ask you this.
The Texans had to get rid of him, and they knew that.
Jay, 6 years from now. 6 years from now.
By the way, the Texans are doing backflips over what they got for him.
And guess what?
And they'll waste those draft picks. And they'll be worth
just like
nothing.
Jadeveon Clowney, they drafted him on. He's no longer the team.
6 years from now, okay, let's say he's suspended this whole year. 6 years from now, they've gone to the playoffs 4 out of 5 years with him. They've gone to the AFC Championship 3 times. They went to the Super Bowl once and lost. You're going to say it's a terrible trade?
I'm still going to say the trade didn't net what it was supposed to. We didn't make this trade
but you
to
wouldn't
go
say,
to the playoffs.
Agreed. But you wouldn't say it was a terrible trade on that scenario.
I am, yeah.
Terrible?
I am. Yes, because
to me, it's a terrible trade if they win 1 playoff game in 4 years.
You're giving up 3 first-round draft picks.
And that's irrelevant, too. It's all about would you have won a Super Bowl
And here's
otherwise.
what else you've done. You've completely, forever changed the pay structure in the NFL.
Great. Who cares?
But that's irrelevant.
Who cares?
No, it's not irrelevant.
Who cares?
Because that's the new world that the Browns are going to have to play in.
But
The
why
Browns
do they
can
care?
afford to play in it.
That was
No, they can't.
But why do they
We're
care?
$42 million under the cap right now.
But why do you care?
Why do you care?
The price of admission is the game. The game is the game. If
So
I
you're good with just getting in the game.
No,
I'm not.
what I'm saying,
I think that's a
Nobody's
loser's
good
mentality.
with it, but there's a big difference between a disappointment and a terrible
No,
trade.
I think people in this town are this, right? Sometimes, Jay, we just want to be there. We just want a shot at it, right?
Yeah, I've been there.
I don't think that's good enough. I agree with Jay.
That's the loser's mentality, Brad.
I don't. Hold on.
That's the Chicago Cubs mentality.
No, I don't
Chicago
understand
Cubs
it.
became the lovable losers.
But hold
and
on.
Bull, you know that.
No, but I didn't want that. I wasn't okay with
You're
that.
a New York guy. Go ask them in Chicago if they like it.
You don't understand what I'm saying here. Sometimes I'm paying the cost of admission because I want a shot at trying to beat it.
And this was the only way to do that?
Yes.
I'll tell you.
It is because no other team has ever done that.
Jay, I'll tell you what a loser mentality is. Saying we should stay with Baker Mayfield because we want to win the playoffs. That's a loser mentality.
I'm not advocating that's what they did. I'm not advocating for.
But there are fans who say that. Who say they should have stayed with Baker because that's a loser mentality.
Bull, you're missing the point. You're arguing, but. This isn't a but discussion.
What are you advocating for?
I don't care about Baker Mayfield.
What are you advocating for?
What I'm saying is this trade, this is what we're talking about right now.
Yes.
How this trade will be graded long term.
Yes.
As a Browns fan who has watched 3 years out of 4 us be the bridesmaid just in the AFC, okay? We didn't even get to the Super Bowl. We were the bridesmaid in the AFC. So we've never gone where every other franchise but a handful have gone. And we're a cornerstone franchise in the NFL. I'm not in this to get invited to the party. I don't care about an invite to the party.
That's what. Hold on.
That's not the cost of getting an invite to the party.
Hold on. People can't have it both ways. It's either we're gonna sit here and talk about that he's the best since we've had since '99. He led us to a Super Bowl against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Unless you telling me
playoff win.
Playoff win. Yeah. Hey, playoff win against the Steelers. That was the bar. People telling me. People told us.
It's not the bar.
People
He's
every
been
day.
lauded for that one playoff win.
They totally talk about.
That's not the bar here, guys. The bar.
Yes.
So if you're an NFL GM of a team and you say it's our goal to get in the playoffs
but
and
we're
win
not
a game,
saying that, Jay.
That's not the bar.
But you're saying it's a bad trade if they don't win the Super Bowl. I don't agree
that
with
have
that.
said this is a big deal. The reason it's a big deal is because it didn't happen for 30 years.
Yeah.
So is it a big deal? Yes, but it is not the Holy Grail. You have to, in sports, 31 teams end the season with a frown on their face.
That's right.
One is left with the smile.
Yeah, absolutely.
One. Your Bengals don't have it.
No.
They don't have it. Go ask Cincinnati. You cool with what happened last year?
I'm not.
No, nobody's saying that.
But Brad, you kind of are.
No, I'm not.
Because if you say that this trade is anything but a failure.
Jay, I've been to the highest level here. I've been to the atmosphere where people dream to get to, right? That's where I've been, right? So a playoff win does nothing.
Nothing.
You're a loser.
I don't care about one playoff win.
Yeah.
So your little
playoff
win, you're a loser, buddy.
So if the biggest trade in NFL history led to 3 Super Bowls,
right?
Okay?
Yeah.
The second biggest trade in NFL history
Okay.
better at least lead to one.
I agree.
Okay, thank you.
I agree.
That's
Right.
all I'm saying.
But I'm
But
saying
I think we all agree, but I don't agree that it's a terrible trade
Yeah,
if he plays great and they win a ton of
The
playoff
object
games.
of the trade was to do what?
what I don't agree with.
Have a chance to win a Super Bowl.
No.
Have
See,
what-
the
what-
Yes.
You
No.
can't guarantee
What I
a
don't-
Super
Bull,
Bowl.
the
Guys, hey, hold on.
We gotta
hold
go.
on,
We
hold
gotta
on.
go. Go.
No, Bull, you were right. This
Yeah.
conversation was way better
always
than I
goes with
ever
Bull.
imagined
I'm always
it
right.
going.
Yeah.
If we're going to resume this tomorrow,
Oh, come on.
we have
won't
to get
even
our
care
sponsors.
tomorrow.
Come on,
we
let's
gotta
go.
get our
We'll
sponsors.
pick it up.
in
All right,
the
go ahead.
Do
game.
your read.
If
Do
it
your
wasn't
read.
sponsored,
Pay
we
the
would let this
bills.
go. But we gotta get round.
Let's go,
stoning.
go.
We gotta
Go.
get top five.
Go.
Let's
we
do
will
it.
resume this in the
Hey.
morning.